everybody, welcome back, fellow gamers, to our edition of the Ratscast. Cyber here, as always, coming to you once more from the Elder Scrolls Online. This is Summerset. Now, we have two major quests we have to do. That is the main quest, of course, but I need to start this. I want to do this for the yes, I know. Oops. There it is. Okay. I need to do this bad boy really, really badly because I want to get into the Psijic order so I can start that quest. So we're going to try to get to as many of these places as we possibly can. That's so funny. We don't have dolmens here, but they still have the same shape. Okay, we're actually going to go ahead into town, I think. Because I'm sure there's a... That does not look good. Why does I don't like the look of that?
You want to hear the crowds cheering? For your name to be sung? For victory after victory?
Okay, that's just the battle thing again. Don't care for that. That's probably what the flags are for. Oh, another one of the things started. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. There's the road. Golden Griffin Garrison. There's the way,
You
Shine.
would challenge me to a duel. How droll. But then how can we have a proper contest? You don't even know the Ultima code of dueling, do you? Learn the rules and challenge me properly. Then I'll teach you some manners.
That gutless high elf Lyrindel thinks he can call me a pig-faced brute and walk away. I'm gonna knock that loose tongue right out of the back of his head. Just watch me. By Moloch, these Alinor pigs really twist my tusks.
Okay. If you're that angry, why did you let him walk away?
Because I'm not an idiot. Guards see an orc thumping the ears off an elf in the middle of the street. You know how that turns out. Thought if I challenged him to a duel, we could make it legal. But he won't fight unless I challenge him properly.
And how do you challenge properly?
How in oblivion would I know? These elves have rules for everything. How to eat, how to sleep.
Yeah.
Of course they've got rules about how to beat each other up. Say, you wouldn't be interested in helping me figure this out, would you?
Ah, sure the hell not.
I appreciate the help. Trust me, this is a noble cause. First things first. You'll need to track Lyrindel down and find out how to get this nonsense started. I'd ask him myself, but the urge to punch him might be too much for me.
What exactly happened?
You know how it is. Orc in a town full of stuck-up Altner. Same old story. I was in the tavern washing down a lamb shank with a bottle of wine, minding my own business. Then along comes this beanpole telling me I've got to leave.
Why did you want you to leave?
Why do you think? This island's full of orc haters. Only thing they hate worse than orcs walking the streets is orcs drinking their wine. Lyrindel told me I was stinking up the place, so I told him to yank a stick out of his arse and shove off.
And?
He laid into me with everything he had. Tongue-lashing me about my tusks, my clothes, my beard. And that's the one that really got my dander up. I put a lot of work into this beard. He ended the whole thing with pig face. Pig face!
That was the last
Damn
time.
right! I've been on the receiving end of that one too many times. So now he's going to learn a lesson.
What brings you to
I've been
Summerset?
asking myself the same thing ever since I stepped off the boat. Thought maybe I'd have a look around, take in the sights. My Aunt Lazbeth used to tell me stories about this place, see? Tales about glass trees and crystal towers and magic ale.
Magic ale?
Yeah! It's supposed to put your arse over flagging with a single sip. No self-respecting orc would pass up a challenge like that. Unfortunately, I haven't found any magic drinks. Just fancy wine and prissy elves. I don't know why I listened to my aunt.
Okay. Well, we will deal with him later.
Hello.
Just another
Well,
quest to... Okay, I heard somebody talk to me, but I don't know who it was or why they're looking for me.
The Office of Divine Prosecution requires strong-minded assistance. Ah, another newcomer. Would you possibly be interested in helping the Divine Prosecution?
I wouldn't have stopped
We
if I
need
didn't.
assistance with the sudden abundance of investigations, and you seem perfect for the task. Compensation is generous, of course. What do you say?
Oh, well,
We've seen a
that?
precipitous rise in the sale and exchange of forbidden books.
ah.
Not just the coarse literature from the mainland. I'm talking about something dangerous. Worm cult toes.
Oh, yeah,
Needless
that's
to
not
say, we
good.
can't have books like that floating about.
Yes, definitely. No.
No. A colleague of mine, Esulo, has already seen to that. He just needs some help ensuring the books are safely removed from Summerset.
Ah,
You'll
okay.
find him in Golden Griffin. At the bar, no doubt.
All right.
The Divine Prosecution doesn't pay until the contract is complete. So get back to it. Sorry
what's
if
that
I
be?
seem cagey. Members of the Psijic Order value their privacy.
Ah.
Ezio, most of all. You'll find that he's always quite engaged and doesn't like to be disturbed. That said, he's been invaluable in tracking down the Worm King's books.
How do you make contact with a Psijic
He
mage?
made contact with me. I thought it odd given my junior position in the prosecution, but he was very insistent. He said I was perfect because I am pliable and eager to please. Backhanded compliments, but compliments nonetheless.
Sound like you're being played myself,
Heel
but still.
Splitter, as a Justicia of the Divine Prosecution, I request your aid, newcomer.
Another one.
Dangerous entities have appeared throughout Somerset, and as
Yes.
much as it galls me to admit it, we could use the help of skilled adventurers. Are you interested?
Yes, very much.
Have I a few dozen warships lying about? We've lost an embarrassing number of vessels in the last few months. Foul weather claimed most of them, but those Mauamadillits have certainly done their part.
Oh, no, they
it's
have.
their pet, you see. A keel splitter.
Keel splitter.
Yes, a massive sea adder. It suns itself in the bay south of Seakeep. Our navy won't be safe until it's dealt with. Worse, the ships it destroyed carried sensitive intelligence. I need you to search the shore and recover any logs you can.
Right, got it.
This threat to Somerset must be dealt with, newcomer. I urge you to complete your assignment as quickly as possible.
What do you know of this keel
Beyond
splitter?
the fact that it's a massive winged sea monster that devours sailors by the dozens, a precious little. Anything else? No? Excellent.
Okay. Friendly lot, yes. Okay, so Kill Splitter's way over there. I am literally gonna have to scour the map. Okay, there is one by where I need to go. Actually, two, because there's one by the one over here and one over here. So that's a good thing. So I think we're gonna travel here, and we're gonna go head on up. So we're gonna set our sights for this. And we'll travel there, and then we'll see exactly where the first point is, and then we'll go to that one first and look around. Okay. Nope, that's about right where I need to be. More off to the center here of these place. But still, pretty damn close. Along the way, we can check the coast and take care of Kill Splitter at the same time. I love it. I love when my quests all come together. And that's one of the things I liked originally about the original storyline, is that a lot of the quest lines did have a lot of link. If you're going to an area, you would run into somebody and they had a quest for you in that same area. And so you were able to complete several tasks at once. More on the other hand, it seemed like...
Oh, you're going to love this one. I'm seeing a tiny island surrounded by... It's either water or cats. Difficult to say. Let's hope it's the cats, eh?
Okay, that takes care of another one. Awesome. We are on the... Good run here. Now let's take care of the beastie. I was saying that Morrowind, a lot of the quests, yes, they were in the area, but they had so many quests.
That is
Some
it.
of them.
I'm done with this mad forest. My.
Some of those quests took
You
way
look
too
like
long.
You could use gold. Care to take a job of mine?
Shanks a
Quite
lot.
simple, really. An academic needs an escort through this forest. She
Academic?
wished to meet at a camp. Given the manner of the riffraff one sees on the road these days, I cut through the forest. It's a maze in there. I was hired to defend a respectable research expedition, not to tramp through the woods in full armor.
And you're okay with leaving her there.
On Daewon should have known better. An Ultima fights for glory, not coin. Crawling through the muck just to find some insignificant little temple? Simply outrageous. So, are we agreed? You'll take this off my hands?
Yep, sure. Not right now, but sure. There we go. Kill splitter. Ah, there is a way shot in this area. Good. Just need to find it. There's also another person here. This does look interesting. And there's another wonderful glitch. They never did fix that bad boy.
I don't mind selling around Ebon Stadmont, but don't think me foolish enough to head inside the forest. Auriel knows where I'd end up.
I'm sure. Oops. Do I have anything else I could sell? No.
Greetings, traveler. Say, have you met with another elf around here? Heavy armor, sour disposition. I hired her as an escort for my expedition, and unfortunately I cannot start without her.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's where she is. Okay. I will deal with you in a moment, my dear. Well, maybe several moments. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get back to her, but I'm definitely not doing her right now. Not where I want to be. I want to be here on the shore. Oops. Captain's log. Oh, speaking of. I really should eat that first. Wretched little creatures. Ah, so that's the big guy. I thought that was him over there, but it looks like someone already killed this version. Alright, let's go for it. Whoa! Shit. Need some big heals here. Shit. Damn it. Is this thing healing itself? I'm throwing everything at this bad boy, and it's not doing shit against it. Get back. Okay. I wonder if there's something to these captain's logs. Yeah, I know. Oops. Nope, I can't read them. I don't understand how I can supposed to beat this dumb thing. I mean, everything I threw at it did nothing. I may have to wait till someone else comes along and has to beat this thing because I know what I'm going to do. I suppose I can change weapons. He's not Dominion folk. He's a... He's a Covenant folk. He's with Daggerfall. The base enemy. Yeah, he's the big bad guy. Well, looks like I'm stuck until someone's gonna help take this guy out. I don't know if this guy is or not. I'll have to wait here and see. I'm hoping if other people would show up, but... that dual health bar just worries the heck out of me. I don't understand it. It shows up in a lot of things. I hit that beast over there, the moth, and the bar comes up again. Oh. Shit. Come on, come back. Oh, that's okay. Shit. There's a little thing comes up and you have to hit the circle button. I didn't see that before. It replaces one of my skills. Oh, that was tougher than I could have thought imaginable. Jesus Christ. Whew. Okay. And now I gotta check out the map again. Okay, it should be approximately I hate how it does that to me. Oh, I want. Okay, I need to go actually go a little bit further inland, it looks like. Yeah, up in this area there. Okay.
Yeah, coral's just weird sack animal bones, right? So this is a bit like a cemetery, I guess. Ugh, you do not want to know what their ghosts look like. Old cheese. I'll leave it at that.
Old cheese. All right. That takes care of that one. Now I think we can head back and help her real fast. This forest maze does have some element of fun to the sound of it.
If you're heading...
I can use that to build or to craft. Okay.
Greetings. Hardly a surprise, given her demeanor last we spoke. Still, it's hard to get someone to agree to escort you into Ebon Stadmont. From what I heard, the forest appears to shift as you move through it. Makes it a bit tricky to navigate.
Okay. And why do you want to travel through this forest?
Well, I found research of an ancient temple somewhere in this very forest. I've come to study what secrets it may have, but I don't think it wise to go it alone. Say, would you be willing to escort? Thank you for accepting my offer. I'm quite excited to be heading my own expedition. Usually I work under Tallinger, the artificer.
Tallinger, the
artificer.
artificer.
Much.
Yes,
It's
you
nice
think so?
to finally be able to break free from being his assistant.
Have you quit being Tallinger's assistant then?
Oh no, of course not. The Mages Guild still requires me to accompany him on his expeditions. I've just taken a short sabbatical, is all. As soon as I finish my research here, I'm sure I'll be off on more hair-raising adventures.
Yes. Seems you're not very happy as Talenger's assistant.
Well, being Talenger's assistant is informative in many ways, but I think now's the time to prove to the Mages Guild, and to myself, that I can strike out on my own. Ebon Stadmont just happened to catch my interest.
What's so interesting about Ebon Stadmont?
The ruins within Ebon Stadmont are ancient, perhaps even built in the Merethic era. They contain inscriptions of a mysterious language, which only a few have begun to translate. I believe these inscriptions can help lead us to the inner temple.
Okay, tell me more about this language.
It's old, even for a High Elf's perspective. I found translations of only a few phrases, and even those are sparse. An interesting topic for a linguist, perhaps, but for me it's only the means to an end. The temple is all I wish to investigate.
How will the inscriptions help us find this temple?
As I said before, this forest is tricky to navigate. The pathways twist and shift as you walk through it. That's why the temple hasn't been explored previously. Following these inscriptions should lead us to the temple.
Ah.
Yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. Why, it's almost as if I can hear the words. Sel Ra and Yond. Eastern Temple? Daedra? I don't have time for distractions. Could you hold them off while I finish translating?
Oh, that's right. I forgot I'm using a knife staff now, so my thing changes. You didn't hear me once.
Indicates that the temple is further up. Quick, follow me. By Oriel, how did I end up here?
Great.
Is that you?
There she is. Oh, we got separated. That was really
Well,
weird.
seems the rumors are true. Ebon Stadmont truly does twist around you. Perhaps another inscription will help guide us. These transcriptions are the only way we're getting through this twisted forest. Depending while I translate them. The temple should be just ahead.
Dude, won't let you do until the beastie's dead. It used to be let you go through without having to deal with that mess. But now... Oh, he didn't follow me. Obviously, misdirection spells. Where's Our Lady? Uh-oh. Dear Escort, if you're reading this, you're finally caught up to me. As I was translating the stones before you, a door opened ahead. I waited for you, but I can't risk the door closing. Just read the inscription on the stone and you should be able to follow. I think you'll find it easy enough to translate. May the stars guide you. P.S. Don't worry, these bones aren't mine. Oh, thank goodness.
Hurrah, Bonisto, the past revealed.
Okay. Another Daedra.
Dr. Stars. I think he's coming too. Let's hear what this Mer has to say. Perhaps he'll know what's going on in this forest.
Am I in Aetherius? You don't look like my ancestors. Are you gods?
Don't worry, you're alive. You ask me.
We of the House of Reveries have no names, only masks. But you can call me Fletch, because I specialize in the art of the bow, see? Oh, my aching head. How did I end up here? I don't remember a thing.
So you remember coming to the Stamens.
Eben Stadmont. I'm sorry, but I just don't remember. I must have come here in my traveling troupe, though. I wouldn't have left Relenthiel without them. Someone must have ambushed me. A ferocious someone, given my state.
So it was the Daedra.
Daedra? Mara's elbow, that doesn't sound good. Could you help me find my troop leader, Maestro Forte? I need to warn him. He should be somewhere nearby. Forte! Is that you?
Fletch, what's happened? The whole troop is looking for you.
Grand Maestro Forte? Why, I had no idea you were in Eben Stadmont.
Grand? Oh no, I'm simply Maestro Forte. Hardly worthy of the title Grand yet.
Okay, something's going on here.
It appears you've saved Fletch from the brink of death. It brings to mind the story of Temerian, who of course was saved by the Nereids of... Ah, but now is not the time for such tales. Tell me, what has happened?
Okay, saved his life. He can't remember anything, but there was a Daedra nearby.
Daedra? I had no idea. Our watch did report some strange creatures prowling about at night, but I've heard of no other attacks. Something must be attracting them here. Did you just come from the temple?
Yes, that's where I found
The
it.
only thing of note I discovered within the temple is a glowing stone in its main chamber.
Yep.
I've yet to translate the stone's inscription, but it may be attracting Daedra to it. I found a similar stone nearby. Can you help me investigate?
Sure thing.
Excellent. Why don't you and your companion head to the stone? Just follow the path north. I'll escort Fletch to our camp and make sure he's seen to.
Right.
I know this is strange, but let's get to this stone. Perhaps it can answer some questions.
Yes, that would be nice. So far, this whole thing has been...
The House of Reveries? In Eben Stadmont? Why wouldn't I have heard about that? This is all so strange. I just need a moment to think. Puzzle it all out. Come, let's head to that northern stone.
Right. Here it is. I'm not liking the look of that.
Lenka, fall away. Future's door.
Did you hear it too? That woman's voice. At first I thought I was imagining it.
Father?
Future's door. Drat. Well, I've realized where we are.
Where?
A House of Reveries expedition I'd never heard of. Grand Maestro Forte rebuffing his proper title. And the temple room where we found Fletch? It looked the same as the room we first entered, but there wasn't a cobweb or broken pew in sight.
Well, yeah, it's true. Okay, that does all seem strange. What does it all mean?
It means we ventured somewhere we never should have gone. The past.
Uh-oh.
I know it seems far-fetched, but remember that stone we first activated?
Yeah.
I thought the inscription referenced an event, but the past was a destination, not an occurrence.
The stone sent us into the past. Awesome.
That's my theory, and I'd rather not explore further to find out. Affecting the past has far-reaching consequences. It makes me wonder what trouble we've already caused. But this stone's inscription indicates it should send us back to the present.
Are you
I
sure?
can't be sure, in all honesty, but we have to try. Otherwise, we'll be stuck in the past.
Alright, let's get out of
This
here.
stone should lead us back to our natural time. All you need to do is keep that destination clearly in your mind. I'll follow right behind you.
Okay, so you know
It
about the
is quite
exhibition?
intriguing. Grand Maestro Forte is the head of Summerset's greatest acting troupe, the House of Reveries. But I've also heard tale that he's a great academic as well, though perhaps I'm more familiar with his work than I thought.
What do you mean?
The research I've been using to help translate the language here came from an expedition that occurred around this time. Perhaps Maestro Forte wrote the very notes that led me here.
Ah,
But I'd rather not affect the past more than we have.
okay. You think we changed the past
Well,
already?
Fletch was very close to death, and I recall seeing bones in our present time, right where I found him injured. Most likely he was supposed to die. I'm almost glad I was so ignorant when I healed him. I don't know what I would have done.
What do you mean?
As I said earlier, changing the past has far-reaching consequences. For all I know, healing Fletch could have dire consequences to our present. I would have had to weigh his life against the potential impact of that change. Quite the somber thought.
I see, yes.
I've been hearing this voice since I first started translating these inscriptions. It must be some sort of magic, connected to the inscriptions. Perhaps connected to the language itself, come to think of it.
Isn't the language ancient?
Oh, it is rather odd for a mysterious language to speak to anyone who reads it. The misdirecting nature of Ebon Stadmont must have kept researchers from studying these inscriptions, that's all. Not to mention the local wildlife.
Right, it seems rather convenient.
I'm not sure what to tell you. I do know that we have to return to our time, and quickly. This mysterious voice, whatever its motivation, is the only thing helping us do that. We have
Okay.
little choice.
Right.
It's you.
Oh no.
Years and years, and I never could find you. And here you are, back where it all began. Looking as if you haven't aged a day. My friend, what happened to you?
Okay, I came to the door to get back to our original
So
time.
the stone did send you to the future after all. I had feared the worst. That day I tried to follow after you and return to our original time. But the stone's magic faded, and the doorway closed. Try as I might, I couldn't get it open.
What did you do?
I was trapped within Ebon Stadmont. For decades, I'd been studying this language and desperately searching for a way out. But my path would always lead me back here. But I did it. I finally found a way to go back, to stop this all from happening.
What do you mean?
I must stop myself from ever going back in time.
Ah,
I've been wasting my life within this cursed forest. The Southern Stone. That's the key to... Wait, what's that? Is that Fletch?
where?
Fletch! Ah!
I'm sorry, dear, but your role has been cut.
The temple. You must go back. Go through the temple. The Southern Stone. Bane away Tendel. Those are the words. Stop this from happening. Take my diary. It will prove everything.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I hate time travel. It sucks. Get off me! That's what you get.
It's time for the grand finale of our little production.
And thus the play continues. I'll see you soon.
I don't think so. We'll be ending this soon. This jolly little jaunt through time will end.
Such an effort to escape me. I suppose I have what I need.
What?
Well, I suppose it's curtain call. You finally figured it out. Well, and Derwin figured it out, didn't she? But hey, you put all the legwork in. And here you are, just in time to stop our leading lady from ever performing her starring role.
What are you calling about? Her calling curtain call.
Ah, but did you kill me? Truly? Not even an accomplished healer could bring me back? And yes, I did take part in Derwin's final scene. Or rather, I will. All a matter of perspective there, you see. But she shouldn't have tried to cut the act short.
The act?
And Derwin was the leading lady of our production. It was up to her to uncover the mysteries of Ebon Stadmont, to find the true potential of its hidden power. But she found a way to escape, and in her last breath told you the way back to the start.
Okay, what does it all mean?
Sadly, yes. And so my part must end as well. I put on quite the performance, though, don't you think? The poor, confused soul, the dastardly villain, the mysterious sage. But I think you have a task to do, don't you? A dying wish to fulfill?
I need to stop him from going into the past.
Yes, our heroine should be just outside, if I remember correctly. After so many times around, though, I tend to lose track. Well, no need to get into all of that.
Wait, I still have questions. Who the hell are you?
I told you the very first time we met. I'm Fletch. I used to be a mere actor, but now I serve a greater force. I've served her for quite a while now, helping to find the true power of Eben Stadmont. With Andelwyn's help, of course.
Serves a greater force. What do you mean?
What did Andelwyn call her? Ah, the Spirit of the Sanctum. An appropriate title as any. She rules over this forest. I think she always has, though I'm not quite sure. She needed the power here, you see. Eben Stadmont was integral to her plans.
Her plans?
Don't bother asking me. Mostly because I have no idea. I would have died had the spirit not saved me. And it wasn't too bad. A supporting role at best. I'd make sure the loop continued, make sure Andelwyn kept researching again and again.
Continue the loop. I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I barely understand, and I've lived through it. And it's done now, in any case. You made sure of that. But I think the spirit learned enough. It will have to do.
What is exactly
the
learn?
Language here, of course. You see, it's all rather tricky. Only mortals are able to use the language. That's what allowed you to travel through time after all. And Andelwyn was the perfect candidate to uncover its secrets.
So Andelwyn was trapped in Statmore to study the language.
Yes. All our heroine needed was the proper motivation. Andelwyn was trapped within the forest, unable to get out. Then she would hear a whisper. Guiding, always guiding. And as Andelwyn used the language, my mistress would be watching.
Your mistress.
What did Andelwyn call her?
Oh, that's right. This is a weird story. I think I'm more confused now than I am when I started. There she is.
There you are. We finally made it to the temple. Oh, I just can't wait to see what secrets are inside.
Oh, no, it's a trap. You gotta get the hell out of
The
here.
temple is a trap? What do you mean?
Here, read this.
Why, this is my handwriting. I've been trapped within this forest for decades now. Trapped within the past. My face is filled with wrinkles. My heart darkened with regrets. My life was stolen from me.
Something led you to the temple. All in an attempt to trap you here.
Something trying to... My goodness.
Yeah.
This is all so hard to wrap my head around.
Oh yeah, the book is filled with all kinds of details. You can read it later.
I agree. You've gone above and beyond protecting me during this expedition. Though the details seem a bit complicated, to think I would have been trapped here, I'd say our contract is concluded. Thank you for all you've done.
Yeah, no problem.
I suppose I did succeed in this expedition. The notes you've given me are written by my hand after all. Though of course that me won't exist now since you've stopped me and I'm going to stop now. Before my head hurts.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm sure these notes will give me more details. The best thing to do now is share our findings with the Mages Guild. Let them know how dangerous this forest truly is. As for me, I'll join back up with Tellinger.
You're not upset about joining back up with
You
him?
know, It may be silly, but I suppose I came here to step out of his shadow. If I could be the one to crack Ebon Stadmont, well, perhaps that would be enough. And then I was trapped in the past to serve a mysterious being. Oh, I would have been.
I can see that. I love you off-putting.
Tellinger is the one who makes brash decisions and puts us all in danger, and I'm the one who helps fix it. Yet as soon as I lead, I find myself in the same position as him. For now, I'd rather clean up his messes rather than make my own.
Right. Understandable. I just want to get the hell out of this crazy maze.
I suppose I did succeed in this expedition. The notes you've given me are written by my hand after all. Though, of course, that...
Words and Powers by Tellinger. The language is Evan Stemmet by Unknown. My research has led me to seek out a forest of much rumor and speculation, but little unknown fact. Specifically, my curiosity lies with the mysterious language found throughout the forests, inscriptions etched within decayed ruins. This language is unknown, unstudied, and largely unquestioned. I suspect that it has much to do with the hazards of the forest possesses, rather than the ability to properly research the language. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so that was the book she was working with. Okay, well, I'm more than happy to leave that crazy place behind. I don't know why I pulled up my pet for. Okay. Now we can go over here. There should be one somewhat nearby. Honestly, I do like the PC version a tad bit better, only because there are certain mods that you can get on a PC to help with certain things, like quest markers that you can't see, like the treasure maps in that map I got right now.
Honor and...
Yeah. Just take care of my horse, maybe. Oh, I don't want that. I don't know why my thing changed. Okay, so it's near the water again. Near the water. Always near the water. So we're going over here somewhere.
There's a breach here. Said he's a bit gaudy, eh? At least by mortal standards. Where I come from, this would be a little more than a preppy. I'm kidding, of course. Ellen Keys, where I come from.
Nice resources in the area. I feel like I hear the breach, but I'm not seeing it. Shoot him too far out of range. Yarners. Oh, god damn it. Ah, there it is. Beautiful here. Well, it's beautiful everywhere. I love Summerset. I mean, even Oregon is just gorgeous area, but you cannot beat the home of the elves. Not this. Poison backup. Okay, nothing special. I think I see. Yes, I do. Ah, it's a thieves' chest. I don't have that DLC on this character. Okay, let's check. Oh. the map. Okay. So we have one higher up front, which we can probably run to. I think it's over here. We have to ride to it. The rest are down here. One's in this island. It's on here. For which I can take the way shine for. So we're going to take the one. Yeah, I wanted that. As soon as I saw that, like, God damn it. It was already out of the store by the time I found it. I don't play enough. I really don't. I also don't like wasting my money sometimes. I mean, it's a cool mount, but it's like, do I really need an mount? I mean, this one came with the DLC. I'm not gonna say no to something free, but oh, you can't kill this. Good, there's a way shrine coming up here soon. I still have further to go. Oops. Oh, that was a griffin. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go this way and then turn.
Ooh, a spooky clipped-off estate. What a fine place for a breach. All sorts of ghastly things happened here. I can tell you that. I'd shudder if I had shoulders. I'm kidding, of course. Mortal fear is hilarious.
Gee, I'm glad you enjoy it. I hate spiders. I don't know if it's within the state itself, or if it's outside. Ah, crap. There it is. Let's deal with this bad boy and get the hell out of Dodge. Because I don't like it here. Did I mention I hate spiders? 'Cause I really hate spiders. Another quest. Well, that can wait. You know, second thought. We're just gonna pay to get the hell out of Dodge. I think that'll be for the best. Okay. So now, we are here. We need to be... there. Notice how this lights up is because I have the one ability to see that. So anytime you have that, it starts to glow, and the stronger you have it, the further away you can see it from. I was here once before. Oh no, I didn't want to bring that up. I wanted to look at the map. Dire wolves and griffins.
More ruins. You know, every stone tells a story. I mean that literally, by the way. That wall over there won't shut up about how much it hates rain. Let's find this preacher and get out of here, eh?
You there! I do say, you there!
Hold on.
I must say, I've just had the most dreadful day. First, my betrothed runs off with some wood elf, and then she manages to get kidnapped by werewolves. At this rate, my reputation may never recover. To think Nirelin would put me in such a position.
You don't sound very worried about it.
In all honesty, I'd rather leave her in this cave. She's certainly earned such a fate. But if word got out that I left her to die, or if she managed to escape and actually marry that wood elf, suffice to say, I simply can't just leave her. Certainly not risk my life, if that's what you're implying. You know, you have the look of a ruffian. Want to take on the task? If you collect Nirelin, or at least what's left of her, I'll make sure you're paid handsomely. Excellent.
Yeah.
Once you've finished, meet me near the Mages Guild in Shimmerine. Of course, discretion is key here. I want no word getting out about this little incident, not even to common folk. Rumors do tend to spread, after all. Do you know how long this marriage arrangement has been underway? Decades. Decades worth of work. All gone if Nirelin smears her name through wood elf muck. Why, I'd rather suffer 1,000 cuts than such a wound to my reputation.
Well, do you want to marry her then?
You really don't know? Oh, you must be a newcomer. Every high elf marriage in Summerset is meticulously planned. A matchmaker must be contacted to research the couple's star charts, pedigree documents, that sort of thing. It's a lengthy process. It's necessary. After all, we high elves strive for excellence. Marriage is no different. You might want to look into a matchmaking yourself. Of course, it wouldn't take nearly as long as someone of my standing, and you'd be thankful in the end.
Right, back to the task.
You know how it is. The pressure of high expectations does not make diamonds of us all. Sometimes someone cracks. Nirelin just cracked harder than most. Ran away from home and straight into a wood elf's arms. Can you even imagine? Break off our engagement? At this point? Preposterous. After all, the invitations have already been sent. Pending death, there's no honorable way to cancel now. Discreetly putting this incident behind us is what's best for both parties.
Right, okay. Okay, well, you know what? We will help you in a moment. I got to find something. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, this is weird. That's too far. I can't use it while in the water. Joan and Job. Where is this crazy thing? Ah, there it is. Those ruins. Okay. Let's see if we can get the hell out of Dodge now. That's a long way down. Wow, is that the Griffin's nest? Oh, that's so cool. Which is a giant bird's nest, but still. When's the last time you saw a Griffin's nest, huh? Huh? Ah, shit. Is that a head? No, it's not a face. It's just coral. So the next one is there somewhere.
This breach is in a zoo. Wow. You know, I'm endlessly fascinated by animals. A bit like walking plants, eh? Except with more, you know, fluids. Ugh, what a word that is.
Lotus? Lotus? You've picked a bad day for a stroll in the park. Something's got into the animals. They're running wild. Frenzied. I don't suppose you saw an Indrik on your way here? A tame one? She's my charge, and pride of the Queen's menagerie. I need to find her.
Nope.
The Royal Menagerie. It holds exotic species from all over Tamriel. Now they're running loose, attacking the keepers and each other. It's a slaughter. It's too dangerous for a gentle Indrik like Lotus. Please, can you help me search for her?
Okay. You're certain she's in danger?
Oh, Lotus has only ever known kindness. Gentle as a lamb. I hand-reared her from birth. She fled in the chaos, but she won't make it on her own. I have to find Lotus before she's hurt. This is the only place she's ever known. She won't have wandered far. I hope.
Okay, so
I wasn't
at
at
least
the epicenter of it all. I was about to feed Lotus when I started hearing the animals in a frenzy, yowling and slamming against their pens. Once the mammoths broke free, the whole place came apart at the seams. Total pandemonium. Indriks vaguely resemble deer, but you'd never mistake the two. Their horns and antlers sparkle like crystal, and their fronds and feathers are vibrant in any light. When Jeffers spun their shape, he made a tapestry of all life. I raised her from a fawn.
That's right.
A gift from the sovereign to his daughter when she was barely knee-high. Before she became queen, Her Highness spent many a day frolicking through the royal menagerie with Lotus. Hard to imagine now, I know. I didn't see anyone else come this way, but I hope the others made it to safety. I'd rather not dwell on the alternative. If anyone's still in peril, we should lend our aid.
There's my thing right there by the, oh goodness. I wonder what's frenzied these animals. Something's had to upset them. What is it with these things in the water? Especially water I can't climb on top of. Time for you to go away. Alright, let's search for this Lotus. Menagerie. Another word for cage. Just a fancier one, that's all. I'll keep that. We need to go this way.
There, Lotus's enclosure. Maybe we can pick up her trail.
Okay.
Find something? Huh. Let me see that. Smells off. Starting to turn color, too. It shouldn't have gone bad so quickly. I've never seen an animal react so violently to spoiled food, and nothing this tainted would have passed our inspections. I think something was added, probably close to feeding time.
No, keeper?
It couldn't be. We care for these animals like they were our kin. No one I know would harm one of these poor creatures, let alone do something like this.
Lotus didn't eat this.
No, thank the gods. I just deposited it here when the trouble started. I don't think she'd graze on any now that it's become foul, but I'd rather not risk it. We should keep searching. I believe she ran off that way before we lost track of her. Indrids sometimes graze on these trees. Look around and let me know if you find anything. What did you find there? I don't see any sign of her here. Did you find anything?
Yeah, this.
Stars! I've seen wild mammoths charge the enclosure walls, but they usually give up pretty quickly. I've never seen one driven to battering itself to death. Not by anger, not even by panic. That would be an explanation, but it came on so suddenly. It seemed to afflict all the animals at once. Except Lotus. She was spooked, but not aggressive. Did you hear that? Someone's in trouble. This way!
Get over that. Dang it.
Thought I was a goner, like the others. Those lions crept up on me while I was distracted. Thought I was done for. Who are you, anyway? Some friend of Talamar's?
Talamar?
He came back to find Lotus? I know he takes his duties seriously, but that's insane. I think I saw her drinking by the reflecting pool, but she's skittish. Bolted the second she saw me passing by. Good luck catching her.
You shouldn't stick with us. It's dangerous to be out here right alone.
No thanks. I appreciate the help, but I'm not sticking around to herd Indrix in this mess. I'm getting out of here before I wind up something's lunch. You should do the same. Good luck with your Indrik hunt, Talamar. Try not to get killed.
Elise, wait! We need to stay together! Damn it. Let's hope we have better luck with Lotus.
Something odd about this. Great. Okay, you want to fight me? Hope you don't mind the cold.
There she is! Lotus! After her!
I don't know how you can reach me from over there, dude. I'm gonna do that. You're frozen. Claws are not that far reaching.
Of your beast, Talamar. So, you managed to teach it some discipline after all. The Royal Menagerie is closed to the public at the moment. What are you doing here?
He asked me how
His Indrik? You mean the royal family's Indrik? Every animal here is property of the crown. He would be wise to remember that before his personal attachment interferes with his duties. Regardless, your search is over. She'll be secured in the inner paddocks until order is restored. This act of sabotage will not be easy to recover from. You claim you arrived after the incident?
I found him outside.
I believe you. Whoever drugged today's feed supply knew too much about our procedures to have been an outsider. You may go, but I want you off my grounds. Talamar can escort you out, since watching Lotus seems too much for him. Talamar, take your new friend here and get off my grounds. The Rangers will take things from here.
But Lotus... Yes, Conservator. Sorry about all this. I just want you to know that even if the Conservator doesn't appreciate your efforts, I am truly grateful for your help.
What was that anyways?
Conservator Vinalora. She's the appointed curator of the Royal Menagerie. All the keepers and rangers serve at her pleasure. I wouldn't take it personally. She's not one for niceties under the best of circumstances.
I should throw you out in the middle of a crisis.
If she really believes a keeper is responsible for sabotaging the menagerie, I can't say I blame her. I can hardly believe it, but it's the only explanation that makes any sense.
Anyone you suspect?
Gods, no! I've worked with everyone here for decades. I just hope Vinalora catches the monster. Thank you again for helping me keep Lotus from...
Sure thing.
Over here. We need to talk.
Elise? I thought you had already left. What are you doing sulking around here?
Yes.
I didn't want to get you too involved, but I need help and there's no one else I can turn to.
Okay.
I was the one who drugged the animals.
What?
The plan wasn't for them to break loose, just stir up a fuss so I could slip into the conservatory unnoticed.
Okay, why would you do that?
Evidence. The menagerie is a facade. The ugly truth behind Silvar Woad isn't so pretty. There are entire sections blocked off from most of the keepers. Vinalora and her rangers guard them like a vault. The animals they take there never come back. People who question Vinalora don't last here. If she claims the animal is a risk of some kind, it's just quarantined in the inner paddock, never to be seen again. Something terrible is going on, and I mean to expose it. Help me.
All right.
It's
okay,
going to take a lot more convincing for Talamar, I can tell. I don't know that he'll ever forgive me for the mess I've made here, but maybe you can get him to hear me out? I'm a spy for the Queen. I mean, I was a keeper first, but when the Queen asks you to serve, you serve. She asked me to keep an eye on Vinalora before she left for her coronation, but the Conservator has stonewalled my advancement. To her, I'm just some uppity Nebara trying to rise above my station. But once it became clear I wasn't going to get into her good graces, I had to improvise. We see how well that turned out.
You did a real botch.
Hey, we can't all be slick and daring Khajiit of mystery.
Yeah. That's true. So have any theories?
All I know is, healthy animals are disappearing, and her story doesn't add up. She could be selling them to wealthy Altmer to line her own pockets, or even butchering them to sell their parts to craft workers.
Okay.
I don't know. More than anything, I want to make sure it wasn't all for nothing. If I can find the proof that Vinalora is abusing these animals, then maybe it will have been worth it, and Talamar can at least understand why I took the risk I did.
Alrighty.
She poisoned all these animals. She almost poisoned Lotus. And for what? It's true that I've never seen an animal move to the inner paddocks that's returned to outer enclosures, but she's suggesting what? That the Conservator is culling the herd. I mean, this is a crisis. Lotus is the prize of the menagerie. She wouldn't... This is insane. You know that? What do you need from me? It's a bit morbid, but I would search the bodies by the staff quarters near the main entrance. One of Vinalora's rangers might have had a key. All right, Elise, I'll help you. But if we don't find anything unusual in the conservatory, I'm turning you over to Vinalora myself.
Deal. If I'm crazy, go ahead and turn me in. But you know there's something going on here, Talmar.
Let's just get this over with.
So I'm talking about this extra stuff. This, crap. This little. Crap. This little exercise. Took me far away from where I wanted to be. Seriously? Okay. There we go.
Did you find the keys? I'm feeling exposed out here.
Yes. I didn't realize it was them for a moment.
What's that smell? It's coming from over here.
Oh.
I knew they were up to something here. Smells awful. Alchemical. This equipment isn't incriminating enough on its own, though. Vinalora could justify it for medicinal uses. We need to find evidence that can't be explained away so easily. Samples, records, a test subject. Anything that proves without a doubt that the animals here are being used for something other than conservation. There's probably more upstairs.
Right. They do. I probably should grab that. I could probably use it for a recipe of some sort. Lots of oh, I don't want to sit down. Come on, please, get up. And now you're stuck. Awesome. Oh, goodness. That's not good. Taria. Inventory last week delivered a
These four creatures. Let's find out what Vinalora was doing with them.
Continue to get chubby, adjust feeding schedules, and remove any grain from the diet. Assistant keepers has repeatedly hounded my rangers to assist with their duties and have yet another transfer to the ranger detail. I suggest you keep Alice too busy with her current duties to find ways to pester her betters. How you handle your staff is your affair, but when it begins to affect our work, I take issue. And kindly inform Alice cells with silence, so she betraying. Serum infusion report. The animals tested thus far have shown the most Oh goodness. And hearing the magic appearing zero levels by the fusion process. If we focus our efforts on the inklings, we should be able to refine the process until we can use a safer serum that is widely adapted. Despite their advantages, we have encountered a minor setback. Gleaned from the wilds have displayed dramatic behavior shifts after treatment, becoming aggressive. That makes them both incredibly dangerous. All but our most recent specimen have had it to be put down. It won't be long before it will suffer the same fate. It would be to see if the domesticated because of the same risk. Lotus is far more tame than any inkling we have found in the wild and might handle the process better. Or will pose a problem with his unprofessional attachment to the creature, separating the two. Oh goodness,
hey,
this is not
what
good.
What are you reading over there?
Something that's not good.
Something important, didn't you? I could read it on your face from across the room.
Nothing good.
Venalora, you piece of... This is everything I need to prove she's been abusing her position here. I have to get this to the Proxy Queen.
And what about Loris and Talar?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he deserves to know. Let's find him and get out of here before our luck runs out. This should be all I need. Where did Talamar wander off to?
That's a good question. Uh-oh.
Disobedience doesn't suit you, Talamar. Uncooperative animals don't last long here.
What have you done with Lotus, you monster?
I'd be more concerned for yourself right now. Try something rash, and Talamar will sprout an arrow from the eye. You've all caused me enough trouble for one day.
And why experiment the Inklings?
They're a very special beast. Revered, even, as blessed beings who are as graced by the gods as we Ultima. They are a gift to our people, not found anywhere else in the world, and we have squandered their potential too long.
What?
Maintaining our natural primacy. What else? The mongrels of Tamriel infest everything, even our unspoiled isles now. But their overgrowth can be curbed. They only need a natural predator. The Indrix will be our immortal Adric Avengers. You're in no position to stop me. This enclosure is as strong as a fortress, and these barriers are impenetrable by even the Indrix' effortless teleportation. No! The wards! The Indrix will run wild!
Elise, I should have known you'd be behind this!
Good luck containing your experiments. We'll give your regards to the Queen.
This isn't over, mongrel! You'll all pay for this!
Damn Venalora! I can't let her turn Lotus into some sort of monster. I have to find her. It should be me. I'm the closest to family she has next to the Queen. Oh, I feel so helpless. Promise me you'll bring back Lotus unharmed.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
I don't want to think about that. Finding Lotus comes first. If she's changed, you just have to get through to her.
I'll do the best I can.
Forever.
Venalora must have been more shaken than she looked. She didn't hit anything vital, far as I can tell. I don't usually work on people, but if I can stitch up feuding a Chater, I can handle this.
Right.
You can't be serious. There's nothing stopping Lotus from escaping on her own now. We've got what we need to bring Venalora down. There's no reason to risk your life.
I promise.
He's lucky to have found someone as foolish as he is. At least take my ward breaker, in case Venalora reactivates the cages.
Right, got it.
Hang on, Talamar. We'll get you out of here.
hate destroying those things, but they left me no choice. I can't get past them. Laura dies first.
Lead me from this forsaken place.
There we are, Lotus. Thank you. Good girl. Whew. All this just to become a Psijic Order mage. Ugh. The trouble I put myself through. Stuck in loading screens. You gotta love it, you know?
Lotus, she's all right. Thank Zephyr. Oh, thank you.
Damn it, Talamar! You're going to.
It's so good to see Lotus alive and well. I couldn't stop thinking of her, scared and injured, or worse. If Vinalora had turned her into some kind of monster, I swear, we should flee before Vinalora and her rangers come after us.
Oh, she's dead.
Gods, that's terrible. I won't shed tears over Vinalora. She had to be stopped. But I'm so sorry you have her blood on your hands. I guess this is the end of the Royal Menagerie. With the Conservator gone, there's no one in charge of trying to get this place back in order. It'll all come apart by the time the Proxy Queen allocates a replacement. If she allocates a replacement.
Oh, you can do it.
Me? Run the menagerie? I'd love to see it put back the way I remember it. But will it ever be the same now that I know what was really happening here? I could just take Lotus and put all this behind us.
Ah, you could stay and take care of these animals.
Yes. I know myself well enough to know I would be miserable just abandoning this place. I've poured so much of my life into it. Maybe I can do some good here. Change the way these animals are treated.
I can't think of
These
one better.
animals deserve better than to be left to fend for themselves. I owe them that much. I'll do everything I can for them. You have my word. Don't suppose I could declare it a wildlife preserve and leave the animals to roam freely, could I? I'm going to have my work cut out for me getting this place back in order.
Yep. Okay, what's your first business?
I'll take Lotus and try to find other survivors who escaped the chaos. Convincing them to return won't be easy, but I'm certain I can get at least a few other keepers and rangers to follow my lead. After that, a whole lot of wrangling. She's gone, and their operation is in shambles. I don't see why they'd stick around. But I'll be sure to burn their research at the first opportunity. Nothing like that will ever happen again under my watch.
Okay.
Wild Indriks are aggressive towards things they perceive as threats. Even if Vinalora hadn't given them her vile serums, they couldn't have been happy about being penned up like cattle. There may be hope for them, if the legends are true.
What do you mean?
It is said that when Indrik die, their souls don't leave Mundus. Instead, Zephyr plants them back into the land to sprout again as reborn fawns. If it's true, you think they remember their old lives? I like to believe Lotus will remember me. Then I do hope they forgive us for her transgressions.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to make it up to any others I meet. She endangered every living thing here with the stunt she pulled. It'll be days before we know the final toll of stopping Vinalora. I know Elise did this for the right reasons, but I don't know that I can forgive her for all this bloodshed.
She made a mistake, but she helped save Lotus.
That's what makes it hard. Everything worked out for me. It's not my grudge I'm holding on to. It's theirs. All those innocent lives. She's a good person, but I'm going to need time.
I was going to recommend that the Queen shut this place down when I gave my report. But if Talamar thinks he can rebuild it into a place where the animals come first, I bet I can make the promotion stick. He was always her favorite keeper.
What's next?
I'll head to Alinor to present my findings to the Proxy Queen and send a letter to Queen Iran. After that, I don't know. I'm not really much use to either of them now. I guess a life of tending stables is all I'm really suited for. You think? It was you who wound up doing most of the work. But I guess I did a pretty good job of sabotaging everything. Maybe I have a new calling in breaking things. I suppose I do owe him for the mess I made. Assuming he'll even trust me around another animal, I'll consider it.
I should use her as a spy. Okay, so I think everything is somewhat back to order. I don't understand. Oh, my inventory's full. Once again, my inventory's full. Duh. God, I don't really... I keep forgetting I can change my my weapon. I don't know if I have two weapons up. Okay, How do you switch weapons again? Ah. So now I gotta change my magic to go along with it. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to change that. We're not going to leave that over here. Because I do have the restoration staff I could use for healing. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Up to the next away shrine here, so we can collect this bad boy. I might change my skills afterwards anyways, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Nothing major. Okay, for now I want to, let's see, cancel that. There's the bank. That's what I need, and I need to come over here and do some crafting stuff because I need to get rid of all of my stuff. There's the crafting area. Okay, perfect. I can teleport back over here after the fact. Okay, well, we are going to end the story right here anyways, because I'm coming over here so I can get some crafting stuff done. This makes it easier on me if I can take care of it first. Where in the hell am I? Oh yeah, this way. Well, thank everyone who stopped by and checked out the channel tonight. Whether you're here now, you catch us later. Ah! It means you took time out of your busy day to come and watch me play. I appreciate that a whole lot. This must be the crafting area. Nice. Oh, this is very nice. It has everything. I like when they do that, because then I have to go 20 miles for everything. Everything's right within my hand's reach. Oh, that's right. I gotta get rid of stuff. Damn it. Okay, let's see. Do I have... Find someone I can sell to. That I can sell to. That can go. Just need to make enough room so I can... replace it with the stuff I need to put in. I probably should just put everything in the damn bank. Those things are perfect. Awesome. Okay, where's the... Oh, there it is. Duh. Oops. Anyways, like I was saying, thank everyone who stopped by checking out the channel tonight. As always, I appreciate it so very much. I always appreciate you guys stopping in. You know what? It doesn't matter, I'm just... I got so distracted. Like I said, I appreciate everyone stopping in and checking out the channel as always, because it means a lot to me that you guys are here and that you guys take the time to watch my show. So thank you guys again for doing that, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode of the Ratscast as always. Don't forget that if you are new here and you want to see more, follow along with the episode. Those all have things on it. I think these all do too, don't they? Yeah, fuse. I got 2 infused, so I don't need... That's wood again. Before I get distracted, because if you're new to my channel, please follow along. Check out the YouTube channel, link is down below for more content, and please subscribe to that as well, because it helps me out as a small streamer. It's very important that you guys follow along and become part of the community. Thank you guys again for that as well. You guys are awesome, and I hope to see you guys on the very next episode of the Ratscast. Hoping I gotta work tomorrow, so it might be a later show. We'll have to see if I'll be able to log in or not, but hopefully, if not, I'll see you sometime the rest of the week. In any case, thank you guys again for being here, being part of the show. Hope to see you on the next episode, like I said, of the Ratscast. But until then, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.